was strong, grabbing the rim with one hand, reversing with the other.
Look at Kenny Smith. I mean, look what this young guy is doing, and it's like, go sit down.
So
it's like a lost cause sometimes, boy. Tough spot.
The low score so far came from Kenny Battle from Illinois. And this one's just barely above the Battle score of 42.5. Kenny Smith got a 43.47 on that dunk we saw for a total of 91.4, which places him in 4th place right now. This is Kenny Smith.
Is this one the two-hand between the legs? I mean, two-hand bounce between the legs and then get it off the backboard and dunk it? I've seen him do this. Look at this. This is spectacular. You bounce it between your legs, Rick, off the backboard, you turn and you dunk the ball. This is unbelievable.
Good horse shot. I do this in my backyard, so never lost a game.
Now that's, I mean, can you get as many of these as you want?
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
Good question. This one looks like a good one. Yes!
Now, see, that's good. That's big time right there.
That's creative. See, a lot of creativity as David Robinson liked it, but he got a lot of opportunities to do it. He didn't have the power. Of course, he's only 6'3". Remember that, folks. But that still is very creative. A lot of high marks for creativity. Here we'll see it again.
Look,
finally got it on the glass. Up, boom.
And then it's a 180.
Still pretty darn good. I like it. Big score for Kenny Walker.
Kenny Walker comes up now with... Kenny Smith has the highest score so far today, a 49.6 in the first round. Oh, that one's strong.
I tell you, this young guy right here is doing it.
Now watch how he's going to go. See, the ball's behind him. He's got to go back, get it. Now come turn around and throw it in. And I think it may have forced him to make a more creative dunk.
All right, let's get a view now from Michael Jordan. It's a 49-1 for Kenny Smith. Michael Jordan's with Craig Sager.
Well, thank you, Bob. Michael Jordan, the only man to successfully defend his Gatorade Slam Dunk title. What do you like so far?
Well, you know, I think Kenny is defending his title very well, I think, but he's got some great challenges. I think Kenny Smith is the underdog of the situation because you know, he's not quite known as a dunker, but he's very quick. But he's shown some creativity.
8.3 on this one to tie for second.
At which there would be a dunk-off then for the advancement. So a 48.4 would move him into the final round.
I'd say Kenny Smith has done a lot better than I thought he would. I did not think he would be here at this phase of the competition.
A mere 6'3". That was pretty strong on the bounce and a two-handed reverse jam. But will the style get him enough from the judges?
49.
Whoa, 49.
That means he got into the final.
98.3, and that means the championship round will be Dominique Wilkins and Kenny Smith. There are 3 dunks in the final round with 1 replacement dunk, and Kenny Smith will go first as Dominique won the flip and elected to go second. Kenny Smith into the row of photographers.
There's not a lot of power, stepped way inside. Again, at 6'3", you can't expect too much from him, but I tell you, his creativity is what's got him into the finals. Just a nice little run off the 1 foot, about 1.5 to 2 feet inside.
So Kenny Smith awaiting his score. Dominique Wilkins. He got a 48-1 on that one. Now Dominique.
Well, Doc, we have been sitting up here talking about how difficult the judges have been and how quiet the crowd has been. What do you think about the event so far?
We've seen some exciting dunks, and certainly, you know, I think with this final round right here, you know, Kenny Smith seems to be pulling a Spud Webb. Catching everybody by surprise because he certainly wasn't one of the favorites.
All right, well, you've talked about him. Keep talking about Kenny Smith right now.
Well, what he's doing right now is just showing creativity, and he's done a lot of timing dunks, and he's been nailing them.
All right, let's go back to Bob and Rick and Doug Collins.
Okay, thank you, Steve Jones. First of all, Dominique got a 47.9 on his dunk prior to this one, and now on 49.8 for Kenny Smith.
And I think that's great. Again, he did the creativity. That's a very difficult dunk to do. Dominique is showing a sameness to his dunk.
49.7 awarded on that dunk. That's a shock. Smith has 97.9 right now, and it's 97.6 for Dominique, and it's going to go down to the third one. Kenny Smith now for his third dunk. A lob again. He grabbed the rim and followed through. I'll bet he wishes he hadn't done that because he could have pulled it back down. Now he does have a replacement dunk. remaining.
I'll tell you what, that's still a pretty creative dunk right there. The guy had no chance to make it and caught the rim and wound up whipping back. He caught his wrist because he came around from behind his swing.
Getting a ruling from the NBA on this is Kenny Smith. Looks like his wrist is hurting right now. Still no word on it. They say he cannot replace it. The dunk has to miss for you to be able to replace it. So that will count. And he got a 47-2 on it for a total of 145-1. Dominique needs a 47-6 to win. Oh, that's got to get it.
Yeah, but again, you see, it's the same type of dunks that Nick has been coming up with, and Kenny is extremely creative to get out of that dunk. So
how about this? Dominique Wilkins' shoe company paid him $100,000 to come to this competition because they're about to come out with a new line of shoes, and I believe he's about to win and get another 20.
Well, here's the two-hand plan again. The two-hand windmill, we've seen it a lot. Great power, great elevation, of course. And it's just unfortunate that Kenny Smith elected to go ahead and finish that dunk off. Had he had a chance to do it over again, we could have seen someone who would have been a new champion.
A 49-2, and Dominique Wilkins is a repeat champion with a total cumulative score in the championship round of a 146.8. Dominique Wilkins, the champion from 1985, is now the champion from 1990. Dominique Wilkins over the underdog, the upstart, the upset-minded Kenny Smith from Sacramento.